Good afternoon, everybody. Uneducated economist here. So this is the weather that I'm used to. This is typical Oregon weather right here. Drizzly, somewhat windy, cold, a little miserable. I love it. Kind of like the economy right now. So anyway, I thought I'd do a little bit of a building materials update since we just had a change in our price of half-inch CDX, which has dropped pretty significantly. It's down to $16.95 a sheet. Now, it topped out last summer at $26.50 a sheet. So this $10 drop in half-inch CDX is a significant move. Now, a lot of you know that I like to follow half-inch CDX and 2x4/8 stand and embedder as a good indicator of where we are in the housing market. These are the two main components as far as the new construction would go. 2x4s being the framing of the building, and then the half-inch CDX is like the skin that goes on the outside before all the siding and windows and doors and trim and all that stuff goes on. So the half-inch CDX and 2x4/8s are like the main base components inside of building a new home. And 2x4/8s have recently gone up in price. Now, they had dropped all the way down to around $285 or so for a 2x4 8-foot. And right now we're selling them at $3.29. Now, this is mainly due to a few mills that have shut down production, claiming that the lumber prices have just dropped too low for them to be profitable any longer. And so they shut the mills down, and what of course happened is it tightened up the supply. So we got our shipment in, which was pretty significant as far as the increased price goes. But the next shipment doesn't come for another 3 to 4 weeks. We are going to run out of 2x4s before that happens. I would imagine that the price of those things are going to go up again for the next shipment. But it was interesting to see the half-inch CDX prices fall, because usually these kind of things work in tandem with each other, the 2x4/8s and the half-inch CDX. But 2x4/8s went up and the half-inch CDX dropped a lot. So it leads me to believe that those mills shutting down and tightening up supply did work as far as keeping the prices of the 2x4s up. But the mills that produce the plywood, they kept right on running, and you can see that the half-inch CDX plywood is the indicator that the housing market is still not kicking back into gear like you would expect to happen here at the beginning of the building season. So anyway, thought that was a little interesting. Here, I'll give you a shot of the river. So all those boats out there, they wait to go upriver and get loaded up mainly with grain, and potash. There's a few other things that they export out of here, but it's mainly grain. A lot of that. So anyway, uneducated economist. You all let me know.